is Jenny Lazaro of jennylazaro.com. I have something special that I would like to share with you because this book that I was reading is really awesome because this is the first book that I have on my hand, and this is why I opened my mind to a business world. Okay, so what I share with you is how to get into an action habit mode. Okay, so I think these 8 key points that if you practice it every day, okay, you will develop these habits. And let me ask you this question. Are you the person who is always having an excuses all the time? Or are you the person who is perfectionist, that wants everything perfect before you things done? Or are you a person that buys something and then you get excited at the beginning, and on the start of doing this action you stop doing it? Are you? If you are, this is something that you might want to hear from me, and this is something, and listen up, because I will share with you the 8 key points to practice to develop and to get into action mode. Listen up. Be a doer, don't be a doubter. Be a doer, don't be a doubter. What does it mean? Be a person that always thinks done. Be a person who does things all the time. Okay? So for example, like this tagline of Michael Jordan, just do it. If you came to the point that you just don't want everything, always remember Michael Jordan, his tagline, just do it, because it will put you in action mode. Okay, because I did that and I tested it and I was like, okay, this is the action time mode now, and I need to get up and put my butt on, and here we go, and doing the action that I'm supposed to do. All right, and also I have this good example for you. My phone is ringing. A good example for you, like for example, you're in corporate settings, right? Do you ever wonder why a lot of applicants is only one candidate and will get the job? So the reason behind that, they have some criteria that human resource or the interviewer or the manager doing who is qualified for the job, on top of their skills, on top of their credentials. Okay, this is the questions that are read in the book that open my mind. This is how they qualify a candidate. And question that they ask is this candidate will do the things that they need to be done? Or is this candidate or person will going to follow through? Or is this person a self-starter or just a talker? So they have these questions in them before they selecting the candidate. And of course, what they're gonna do, they're gonna select the person who put the action all the time. That's why they said, be a doer. Okay, so that's the number 1. Number 2 is don't wait until the circumstances is perfect. In short, don't be perfectionist, because see, being perfectionist and waiting for the everything to be perfect is delaying your success. Because for example, everything you have in place, and because this is a little bit of mess in here, this is a little bit of techie here, and you want to be perfect, and you know what's gonna happen? There's more gonna come to that. There's more gonna come to that instances, and what's gonna happen? It's gonna load you more of a problem, and it's gonna delay everything. Okay, so don't be perfectionist. Do the things that you can do now, and then when the problem arises, solve the problem on that moment. And that's something I learned from the top leaders, inside the community that I was belong with. Okay, don't be a perfectionist. Okay, number 3. Good ideas are good if you act upon it. Okay, there's a lot of ideas, and when I'm talking to different home-based business and business up or fellow network marketers I knew, right, they have good ideas, and ideas are good. And it is also said that there's a survey, I forgot the exact survey who did this one, and they said that there's a lot of ideas that go waste. Why? Because those ideas never been put into action. They're just ideas. They're just saying here, saying that. And look, people will put action on those ideas that they have. They become millionaires and millionaires, billionaires and millionaires, right? Like the Amazon, Ben Bezos, I believe. This is an idea of what he wants to do, but he put action on it. And look, Amazon every worldwide, correct? So remember, good ideas are good only if you're gonna do something on your ideas, okay? So number 4, do what you fear and your fear will disappear. And I read this in this book, and it also pertains to me because I experienced that, and I know you or who are watching me in here experienced that. The best cure, if you have a lot of fear of unknown, the best cure for that is, there's only one word, and that one word is action. You have to put action, and you know what? Tested it out. And the most fear you have, initially in the beginning, you're kind of nervous. You're gonna be nervous for sure. But when you step your one foot ahead into your fear to get into rolling and to put in action, believe me, you want it to do more and more and more, okay? And again, don't be perfectionist. Do your action will cure the fear, and it will build 5. Don't wait for the spirit to move you. Instead, you move the spirit. What is the example for this is, like if you're a writer, they said that if you have a good idea, write it down. But sometimes there's a study of these writers that this writer, instead of him or her, right, getting this idea, what he does is he scribble. So he scribble upon in his book until, okay, because he's moving. So he knows he has to write, so that's the spirit. But he did not wait the spirit to move him. Instead, he moved the spirit for him to think, okay? So what he does, he scribble, and he got the idea of what he wants. So that's the good thing. Always think this: I'm starting right now. And be a person like that. Always a person to say to yourself that start now, no matter what the circumstances. Because the more you delay, the more it will not be done. Because a busy person, there's a lot of things going on in our life. So if you don't do it now, it will be delayed to the side, it will be delayed to the left, and then guess what? Those things that you wanted to do, it will not be done. So start now, okay? 7, get into action mode. Yes, I say it, get into action mode. Remember, Tony Robbins said that, remember what Tony Robbins said? Emotion is created by motion. So you have to keep moving. So that's why I said get into action mode. The example is, don't waste your time getting or ready to act before you do something. Just do it, okay? Number 8 is be a volunteer. Be active. Be volunteer and be active, because see, if you being a volunteer, there's a lot of benefits of being volunteer even though you're not get paid. The only thing is the interaction. You see people doing this, you see you doing that, and you're giving your service to others. Here, it also helps you to cure some of your fear, because being a volunteer is putting also in action. You're moving, right? So those are the top 8 key points that I would like to share with you on how to get to the action habit mode. Okay, if you get value, drop a comment on this post, and I'll see you on my next video. And by the way, subscribe to my newsletter at jenalazar.com/newsletter, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.